Ladies and gentlemen, football fans from every corner of the world, welcome back to the channel. Today we have one of the most exciting knockout clashes of the FIFA World Cup 2026. Two European football giants are ready to battle for survival as Portugal takes on Croatia in a match where there are no second chances. Win, and the dream of lifting the World Cup trophy stays alive. Lose, and the journey ends immediately. This is the round of 32, where every pass, every tackle, every save, and every goal could define a nation's future. Millions of fans are waiting for this incredible showdown, and there is one question on everyone's mind. Which team will advance to the next round? Will Portugal's talented generation continue their quest for glory, or will Croatia once again prove that experience, determination, and tactical intelligence can overcome any opponent? Football has taught us many lessons over the years. Big names don't always win. Favorites can fall. Underdogs can create history. And when the World Cup knockout stage begins, everything changes. Pressure reaches another level. Every player understands that one mistake can end years of preparation. Portugal enter this match carrying enormous expectations. Their squad is packed with world-class talent across every position. They possess speed on the wings, creativity in midfield, and clinical finishing in attack. Their ability to control possession while launching devastating counterattacks makes them one of the tournament's most dangerous teams. Throughout the group stage, Portugal showed why many experts consider them serious contenders for the World Cup title. They looked organized defensively, dangerous offensively, and mentally prepared for high-pressure moments. Their confidence continues to grow with every match they play. However, standing in their way is a Croatian side that refuses to be underestimated. Croatia has built a global reputation for producing fearless footballers capable of delivering incredible performances when everything is on the line. Time after time, they have shocked the football world by defeating stronger opponents through teamwork, discipline, and an incredible fighting spirit. Even when Croatia enters a tournament as an outsider, they somehow find a way to compete with the very best. That resilience has become part of their football identity. This match is fascinating because it represents two completely different football philosophies. Portugal prefers to dominate possession, attack with pace, and create constant pressure inside the opponent's penalty area. They rely on quick passing combinations, overlapping fullbacks, and intelligent movement from their forwards. Croatia, on the other hand, is patient. They rarely panic. Instead of rushing attacks, they carefully build possession, waiting for defensive mistakes before striking. Their midfield has always been the heartbeat of the team, controlling the rhythm of matches and frustrating opponents. That tactical contrast is exactly why this game promises 90 minutes of world-class football. One of Portugal's biggest advantages is their squad depth. Even if one player struggles, another international quality player is ready to step onto the pitch. This luxury allows Portugal to maintain intensity throughout the entire match. Fresh legs in the final 30 minutes could become a decisive factor. Croatia, meanwhile, knows they cannot afford unnecessary mistakes. Every defensive line must stay compact. Every counterattack must be executed with precision. Every set piece becomes an opportunity. World Cup knockout matches are often decided by moments rather than dominance. Sometimes one brilliant free kick changes everything. Sometimes one unbelievable save keeps dreams alive. Sometimes one defensive error destroys months of preparation. That is why mentality becomes just as important as football ability. Portugal has several attacking players capable of producing magic from absolutely nothing. A single dribble, an unexpected long-range shot, or one perfectly timed through ball could completely change the match. Croatia understands this danger. Expect Croatia to remain extremely disciplined, limiting space between their defenders and midfielders. They know Portugal becomes most dangerous when attacking players receive the ball between the lines. The midfield battle could ultimately decide everything. If Portugal controls possession, Croatia may spend long periods defending deep inside their own half. But if Croatia wins the midfield war, Portugal could become frustrated, forcing risky passes that open opportunities for counterattacks. This tactical chess match is one of the biggest reasons football fans around the world cannot wait for kickoff. Let's also talk about pressure. Portugal carries the expectations of millions of supporters who believe this generation has what it takes to become world champions. Every knockout match increases that pressure. Croatia faces a different challenge. Many people have already written them off before kickoff. That can actually become a psychological advantage. When expectations are lower, players often perform with greater freedom. History has shown us countless examples where Croatia embraced the underdog role and shocked the football world. That possibility cannot be ignored. Another fascinating aspect of this contest is the managers. Knockout football is often won from the sidelines. Choosing the correct formation. Making substitutions at exactly the right moment. Changing tactics after halftime. These decisions can determine whether a nation celebrates or cries. Imagine the score remains 1-1 after 70 minutes. Does Portugal continue attacking? Or do they become cautious, afraid of conceding? Does Croatia gamble everything on one final counterattack? Or do they prepare for extra time? Every tactical decision becomes magnified during knockout football. Fitness may also become one of the hidden factors. The World Cup schedule is demanding. Players have already spent weeks competing at maximum intensity. As the game enters its closing stages, physical fatigue begins affecting concentration. Late goals often happen because tired defenders lose focus for only a few seconds. Portugal's bench could provide fresh attacking energy exactly when Croatia begins feeling the effects of fatigue. But Croatia's experience means they rarely panic during difficult moments. They know how to slow the tempo. They know how to manage pressure. They know how to frustrate technically superior opponents. That experience makes them extremely dangerous. One area where Portugal may hold the advantage is individual brilliance. Sometimes knockout matches cannot be solved through tactics alone. Sometimes one superstar creates something extraordinary. A spectacular strike from outside the box. A brilliant solo run. An impossible assist. Portugal possesses multiple players capable of producing those unforgettable moments. Croatia, however, believes in collective strength. Instead of relying on one superstar, they trust teamwork. Every player understands his role. Every player sacrifices for the team. That unity has carried Croatia deep into major tournaments before. The opening 15 minutes will be incredibly important. Portugal will likely attempt to establish dominance immediately, moving the ball quickly and forcing Croatia to defend. Croatia's objective will be surviving that early pressure while gradually settling into the match. If Croatia avoids conceding early, their confidence will continue growing. But if Portugal scores first, the entire tactical picture changes. Croatia would be forced to attack more aggressively. That would naturally create larger spaces behind their defense. And against a fast Portuguese attack, those spaces could prove fatal. The first goal could completely transform the match. Football fans love predicting outcomes, but the beauty of the World Cup is its unpredictability. Favorites lose. Heroes emerge unexpectedly. Records are broken. History is rewritten. That is why millions will be watching this incredible encounter. As kickoff approaches, excitement continues building around the globe. Both nations understand exactly what is at stake. One team moves one step closer to World Cup glory. The other begins the painful journey home. Based on current form, squad depth, attacking quality, and tactical flexibility, Portugal enters this match with a slight advantage. However, Croatia has repeatedly shown that they are capable of upsetting even the strongest opponents when the pressure is highest. My prediction before the match is a fiercely contested battle with Portugal narrowly edging Croatia by a score of 2-1, possibly with the winning goal arriving in the closing stages. Still, football remains unpredictable, and Croatia has every chance to prove the prediction wrong if they execute their game plan perfectly. This is only the beginning of our complete breakdown. In the next part, we'll dive into the likely starting lineups, key player battles across the pitch, tactical adjustments each manager could make, and the moments that may ultimately decide who advances to the round of 16.